we invite you to tune in for the news service of Safira Radio. Today is Saturday and the first day of July. It's the 182nd day of the year. In Poland, we are celebrating Dog's Day today. Let's remember to spoil our four-legged friend not only until the end of the day. It's also worth noting that on July 1, 1906, the pier in Międzyzdroje was opened, and in 2006, the Tibetan Railway was launched.
In 1800, Johann Heinrich Friedrich Karl Witt was born. He was the son of Pastor Karl Heinrich Gottfried Witt, who was a proponent of intensive teaching. By the age of 9, Karl Witt was speaking 5 languages. At the age of 12, he obtained a PhD in philosophy from the University of Gießen in Germany. As a result, Witt was entered into the Guinness World Records as the youngest PhD holder. This record has not been beaten to date.
Now let's move on to current news. The chairman of the Knesset, Amir Ohana, met with the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, Archbishop Pier Battista Pizzaballa. During the meeting, acts of violence against Christians in Israel were condemned. Ohana has pledged further actions for religious freedom.
USA. A year after the Supreme Court repealed the right to abortion, the abortion landscape has changed. 61 clinics have been shut down. Kristen Hawkins, the leader of Students of America for Life, is calling for a total ban on abortions. Hawkins believes further steps need to be taken to protect life.
The World Council of Churches expresses concern about the lack of legal regulation regarding the use of artificial intelligence. The Council notes both the potential beneficial and harmful effects of this technology. It appeals to churches and educational institutions to undertake regulatory actions.
The Inter-American Court of Human Rights has called on Nicaragua to release Bishop Rolando Alvarez. The bishop was sentenced to 26 years in prison for criticizing the regime. The court's ruling orders Alvarez to be released by July 7th. The court obliges Nicaraguan authorities to take protective measures for Alvarez.
In Germany, over 500,000 people left the Catholic Church in 2022. The Protestant Church lost nearly 600,000 members. The Catholic Church now has about 21 million adherents. Most Germans do not belong to any of the main Christian churches.
Sławomir Znansky has become an astronaut of the European Space Agency. Znansky beat 22,000 candidates in the selection process. The Pole successfully passed all tests and medical exams. The candidate hails from Lodz and works at the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN. Znansky's selection as an astronaut holds great significance for the Polish space industry.
The Look Beyond, See Life, Scotland campaign, supported by the Salvation Army, is gaining the support of the Scottish community. Its goal is to reduce the stigmatization associated with alcohol and drug addiction. It also aims to promote understanding and empathy. The campaign uses the testimonies of people affected by addiction and reminds us that everyone knows someone affected by alcohol and drug misuse.
The first Pole has regained his sight thanks to a keratoprosthesis implant. The artificial cornea was implanted by a team from the Military Institute of Medicine in Warsaw. This innovative method proved effective after 40 years of the patient's blindness. The keratoprosthesis, made from biocompatible material, replaced the damaged cornea. This is a breakthrough in treating patients for whom traditional methods were not effective.
The James Webb Telescope observed a water jet ejected by Saturn's moon, Enceladus. Data from the telescope show a map of a gigantic water cloud. This is another piece of evidence pointing towards the existence of a subsurface ocean on Enceladus. Future observations will assist in planning the Orbilander mission, the goal of which is to collect samples from the ocean on Enceladus.
According to the Reuters Institute report, an increasing number of people are avoiding negative news. The percentage of people interested in news fell to 48% in 2022. As many as 36% of respondents skip news for the sake of their mental health. Instagram and TikTok are gaining importance as sources of information.
That's all in this news service. Have a great weekend. May God bless us all.